Hello, it is Gamelfish with another of my shockingly, astonishingly brilliant replay videos. Totally serious about that. Yep. Okay, so this battle is this is an awesome battle, not for the reason you're expecting, I'm guessing. In fact, if any of you can guess how this battle ends before the video starts, I'll show you what I got. I got a Great Guard, 2 Naginata Katana, my General's Bodyguard, a Fire Rockets, yeah, fuck off. He's got 6 units of Bow Ashigaru, 4 Yari Ashigaru, and his General. Okay? So if you can guess how this ends, well, you're pretty awesome. Okay. Starting this battle now. I decided to go straight for the shrine, although I probably would have done it anyway, mostly because it prevents me from getting flanked, or at least flanked quickly, which is good when I have not very many guys. And, oh, that's right, both these guys are half dead. They only have 46 men in the units. That's how I can afford all this on small funds. That's right. Okay. Anyways, I'm sending all my dudes up there. So I'm a Great Guard. I'm like, hey, Great Guard, why don't you just stroll through the woods a little while? And we continue with this pace. He decides to form all his dudes up here. And, I suppose I'll give you guys a hint, because this is probably pretty hard to figure out. There are 4 options for how this battle ends. Is it A, an army appears out of nowhere and attacks them from behind? B, a couple ninja pop out of the woods and attack them from behind? C, a giant octopus annihilates them? D, well, I'm not going to tell you what D is because D is the right answer. So I guess that quiz was useless. Alright, you know what? Shut up. Okay, back to the fast speed. So here I am, chilling with my Great Guard, and all my guys are capturing the shrine up here, and I'm like, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this battle, because all he does is has a shit ton of archers, and I'm like, you know what? His spearmen are behind me, his archers are all in a giant group, why don't we just go for it with my Great Guard? Alright, you know what? I can do this. I only have a 3/4 strength Great Guard, but he's pretty awesome. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go for it. If he was paying attention, he'd stop and kill my Great Guard instantly with a massive volley, but he wasn't, so that's fine. Still not a very smart idea, because he did see what was going on eventually and sent his Yari Ashigaru to fight and his archers back. But I didn't care, because I'm a badass, right? Yeah. So I charged all in. Managed to rack up some kills on his guys. Immediately swing them to the south. Luckily, they're in loose formation, so I can break through pretty easily. And I'm like, ha! Your general? Your general's dumb. I'm going to got you with one guy, and then you're going to swing around and fight me. And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave. And I'm like, all right, fine, you're going to leave. He proceeded to, it was almost like in slow motion. My guy comes in like this, he moves his guys to intercept, and I swing around to the right, and he like moves his guys in a really slow, delayed reaction to follow my dude. And I'm just like chasing after his general, and his general turns around and he's like, I'm going to fight you. And I'm like, okay, you got killed. And his bodyguard doesn't flee, but everyone's starting to freak out because now their flanks are exposed. And so I'm just running my dude around, and before you know it, his whole army just decides to up and run the fuck off the field like nobody knows what's going on, and I'm just sitting there kind of confused. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And he posts, he sent me a little message. He's like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, why is my army running away? And I'm like, I honestly don't know, dude. He's like, oh, that's kind of sad. And then he left, and I felt really bad.